Hey guys, welcome back. This is Bernard from the BTNHD, and today guys I'm going to show you how to Slipstream updates into Windows 7 or Windows 10 or Windows 8. You can do it whichever one you want. What do I mean about Slipstream updates? So you know how you deploy an operating system and then you initiate the Windows update and all the updates are pushed down to your operating system. When you Slipstream these updates, what it means, you're actually taking the updates and you're placing them inside the ISO, and then when you deploy the ISO, the updates are already there. How awesome is that? What do you need? You need all the updates that you want to push out to your machine. If I go into my computer and my C drive, I have updates, and these are the updates that I'm going to push out. Now remember, make sure that you grab the updates that you want to push out depending on the system type that you're going to be pushing out to. Meaning, if you're pushing out to 64-bit operating systems or 80 or 32-bit operating systems, make sure that you get those versions. If you don't know what kind of system type of operating system you have, you go to Start, right click on Computer, go to Properties, and within Properties you're going to see System Type. This one is a 64-bit, so I'm going to be pushing out the 64-bit updates into my ISO. The next thing that you need to do is get yourself a copy of your Windows 7 operating system. Now I'm using Windows 7 Pro, but you can do the same thing as Windows 8.1, Windows 8, or Windows 10. Once you get your copy of the ISO that you need, extract it. Now I extracted within the C drive, and I created a folder called Windows 7 SP1 ISO. And everything inside this ISO, I just drag it and drop it inside that folder. The next thing that you need to do is, depending on what operating system you're trying to integrate these updates into, you want to download the latest Windows AIK. Now, if you're doing Windows 7, most likely you got to get the one that's for Windows 7. If you're doing the one for Windows 8, you got to do the Windows 8, and the same thing with Windows 10. Now, to get this started, I have a cheat sheet. I always have cheat sheets, and my cheat sheet is right here with all the commands that I need to do. I'm going to be placing these links at my site, so don't worry about remembering them. The first one that we need to do is get information on the WIM. So we're going to copy this first one, and we're going to go to Start, and we're going to type in CMD, and you're going to right click on your CMD, and we want to run it as an administrator. Click yes on that. Awesome. So the first command that we want to do is we want to get information on the install.wim file. So let's hit enter on that. Information that we want is the Windows 7 Professional. The reason why we need that name exactly the way it is on the WIM file is because we're going to be pushing out a command to take it offline. Okay? Next thing that we need to do is create a folder called offline. Again, you can do it whichever way you want, but I'm doing it this way. And I'm going to copy and paste that command. It's going to make a directory inside my C drive within the Windows 7 SP1 ISO folder, and it's going to create a folder called offline. Awesome. So I'm going to double check on that. Let's go into Computer, C drive, and our Windows 7 SP1 ISO folder, and offline. Okay, nothing's in there. Awesome. The next thing that we need to do is we need to take our WIM image and we need to place it offline. Let's copy this command right here, and let's paste it, and we're going to hit enter. Okay, so the operation is completed and it was successful. That is always a good thing. So if we go back inside our offline folder, as you can see, it's offline. It's basically mounting that WIM image inside our operating system, inside that folder. That's what we're doing. So the next command that we need to do is now integrate these updates inside our WIM image. So I'm going to be doing the 64-bit one. I'm going to copy this one right here because I only want to push out the 64-bit updates. And before I even start that, let's go into Start, Computer, C drive, and updates. And these are the updates that I'm going to be pushing out. Again, I'm only going to push out the 64-bit and the 64-bit one right here. Okay, so let's close that up. And we're going to go inside command prompt, and we're going to copy, and we're going to paste. And the process is completed. Awesome. And what we're going to do next is the last one, and we're going to do the 64. We're going to do the 64-bit one, so we're going to copy that, and we're going to paste it right here. Now, I know this is a lot of work. We're going to hit enter. This is a lot of work because there's a lot of updates that you need to push out, right? But what you want to do is you want to push out the most critical updates, the most important ones that you need for your machines to start talking to the Windows server to push out all the updates now. But you don't have to get all 200 or 300 updates and start doing it this way. Just get the most critical ones that you want for your machine to have. Okay, so our second update is completed. I'm only going to be pushing out 2 updates. But again, most likely you guys have a bunch of updates that you need to push out inside your custom WIM image. So the next command that we're going to do is we are going to commit. Commit is basically saying, okay, I have all the updates that I want. I'm done with it. So we're going to right click on this command, and again, all these commands are going to be placed within my site, so don't drive yourself crazy like pausing the video and looking at the commands and typing stuff out. I'm going to have all this stuff at my site. All you guys do is just copy and paste and just change whatever you need to change. So let's paste the commit command and hit enter. Okay, so our dismount or commit is done. I've received a little error. I received this error right here, so I'm going to show you guys right now. The directory cannot be completely unmounted. This is usually due to the application that still have files open within the mount directory. Close these files and unmount again to complete the unmount process, which is really weird that I got that. I ran it again and it basically said the specific mount image cannot be committed back to the WIM. This occurs when an image has been through a partial unmount or when an image is still being mounted. But when I go inside my offline folder, it's not there. It's already unmounted. I don't know why I'm receiving that error, which is pretty weird. If it wasn't able to unmount, the files within the offline would still be there. Okay, so the last thing is we are going to run this command. And this command, the OSCMD, could be ran within our MDT. So go inside Start, All Programs, Microsoft Windows AIK, and right click on this and run it. So we're going to run the deployment tools command prompt, and the last one that we want would be this one. So we're going to copy and we're going to paste, and it's going to drop it inside the C drive as Windows 7 updated. So we're going to hit enter, and we're going to go inside our C drive, and then goes our ISO. Now, what are you going to do with this ISO? You can do a lot of things with this ISO. You can burn it into a DVD, right? It's only 3 gigs. Or you can import it within your MDT server, import it as an operating system, create a task sequence, and then you push out this operating system to your machines. And this operating system is fully updated with no problem. How awesome is that? And that's it, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Leave comments right below. Again, I will be placing all these commands at my site. The link is going to be at the bottom, so grab that. All you have to do is copy and paste it, and then change the path of where your updates are and what name of operating system you are dealing with. Again, hopefully you guys enjoy, and I catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.